Welcome back to my channel. My name is Portia. Today I'll be talking about you're not bipolar or crazy. You're just highly gifted. Back in the day, I used to think I was bipolar and crazy. I used to take medication to even it out, and I labeled myself as bipolar. So what that caused was me to do crazy shit and excuse myself for it because I was medically allowed to do crazy shit because it was okay. And that justified a lot of crazy shit. So as soon as I took off the label of being bipolar, I realized, and also watching Trevor Isley, he talks in the spiritual community, bipolar is called the dark night of the soul. And a lot of people go through it where you have all this raw energy and you get really depressed, and they tell you to medicate it and to, like, that it's a really bad thing. So you're sitting there with all this energy thinking it's bad, so you start shaking and you're like, oh my God, let me go do something crazy. You're like, I don't know what I should do with this. But what you do with that energy is you find your passions, you find things that you love to do, and you put all that energy into it. When you have these urges and you wake up in the middle of the night, or like you have these urges at random times to go do something, go do it and put your heart into it. And such amazing things could come out of it. See, shit's going down because the tide, look how high, it's like almost like a king tide coming up. Like, that shit's crazy. But medicating it, and I'm not saying jump off of medication if you're on it, because that's a bad idea. That will fuck you up. I've learned, like, during the dark night of the soul, you're supposed to get uncomfortable and depressed, because if you don't get depressed, you won't grow. Like, there's nothing to grow from if you're not in pain and anxiety. When you're depressed, you could look at yourself and the things that you don't like about yourself, or things you don't like about your life that make you depressed, you could change them and grow out of them and evolve into a superhuman. Superhuman. Yeah. But don't ever think you're crazy, because you're highly gifted. I hate when people label themselves. Well, I used to do the same thing. It's not that I hate it. It upsets me because I know how much potential people have. But when other people around you and yourself are just calling yourself like bipolar, depressed, that label sticks with you and it limits you to not do anything because you think you're too crazy to do anything, when you could literally do anything you want. We're magical beings, and the more you realize that, the more magical things happen. I've been going through it lately too and forgetting that I'm a magical bitch. But yeah, we all need to remember, especially during these times, like, this is the perfect time to be kind of like, go through depressing stuff so that you could evolve while you're at home, or if you're staying home. I've been trying to stay outside in nature. It's so pretty out here. Thanks to Rap Smart hooking it up. But Trevor Isley, that he was the first person I officially watched about the dark night of the soul. When I realized that I'm not just a bipolar crazy person, when I realized, I have all this energy, it's just putting it somewhere. And you can do anything. Like, I've made random things. When I have like a hang up on something, like if I feel like I need to do it, I do it. Like, I sit there and I'll do it. But you should take that energy instead of freaking out about it, and take it and put it into something you love and create something awesome. I think that's about it. If you guys have questions or comments, Oh, and also for what I've been taking to help with like having here and there anxiety and depression. My anxiety's gotten a little bit better, but there's been some stuff going on where it gives me anxiety for some reason. I've been taking GABA. Our brain creates GABA when we're sleeping. So when you take it, it helps with anxiety, it helps lower blood pressure, it helps relax your muscles, it helps you sleep. I'd look into that if you are. And also maca helps improve your mood. I've just started taking maca. I'm actually drinking some maca and kratom right now. So if you're like I said, the medications I feel like just keep you at like this plateau of fake happiness or fake okayness, and as much as uncomfortable as it is to be depressed and like upset and stuff, in the end it's a good thing because you're growing and evolving as a person. And if you're not uncomfortable, you can't appreciate when you are comfortable because you don't know the difference. Like you just don't know. So being extremely uncomfortable is uncomfortable, but I know in the end it's better. I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys are doing okay. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Bye.